Twitch and YouTube. This is A Night of Misfortune bringing you the first game in the West versus East Showdown. It is, of course, a 1v1. We'll talk about the format in just a little bit. Right now, I'm joined by none other than Spiff. Spiff, please introduce the players.
All right. Starting over here on the right-hand side, and representing the East, I believe, we have Fortuna spawning in as the red Aeon commander, dropping down a couple of land factories and not a whole lot of eco. I think we're going to see a very aggressive push here. What's going on the other side of the map?
On the other side of the map, in the color blue, representing Team West, it is Unknown Desire, spawning as the Cybern Commander. He's plopping down 2 land factories, so both players are going to be going for that land rush. And, you know, I think we got a nice dynamic today, Spiff, because I'm guessing you are, if you would play for the Team West, but I'm repping Team East. I'm actually going to be playing in the 4v4 later. We'll talk about that, but I think now we can have a cheering squad for each section, I guess, or each caster to be biased towards one team.
Right, exactly. Got to make sure that we meet that fairness, you know?
Exactly.
But yeah, tell me, Knight, is the tournament rule that the East and West participants have to spawn on the East and West sides of the map, respectively?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Ah, okay, good. That's going to make it a little easier to keep track of who's on which team then.
And there's predetermined colors for each side. So 1v1s, they have to be blue and red. 2v2s, red and yellow, and then blue and teal, and then so forth. So it's all going to be color-coded as well.
All right, you put a lot of thought into this.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Fortuna has put a lot of thought into this very aggressive PD push.
Yep, there's an MML supporting it. Very nicely done. So far, that PD is still alive. Unknown Desire is doing a great job covering it with his ACU. It's still alive, and a shield now is going to secure it. Bots are pushing up. Probably would switch fire to those bots if I was Fortuna. Yes, very good.
Yeah, I don't think that's enough bots to take out even a single PD before the bots all die. So that was a pretty desperate push there.
And Unknown Desire is in a little bit of trouble here. He doesn't have very many units. His PD does end up going down here.
I mean, he needs Cobras, like, right now.
Absolutely, but I think Fortuna is going to run out of mass here. He hasn't expanded off of this, and Unknown Desire does have 2 mass extractors on him, so if this push fails, it is going to be a good position for Unknown. Fortuna is actually already in half health, not really healing it. And he does have the installation on one of his factories for those missile launchers, so I think that's actually the correct choice. I wouldn't waste on Cobras right now, maybe get going into Stars, because right now what matters is the hold of this push. And it looks like actually Unknown Desire is doing fairly well here.
Yeah, he's I mean, he's still on the ropes. He's not he's not like clearly got the upper hand yet. Now Fortuna reclaiming that factory. Rude.
Apologies for that sound. Windows sometimes makes funny noises. And it looks like Unknown is going to be on the front end here. He's going to be trying to push back a little bit, but there's a point defense coming up, so that's going to probably deter him for a little bit. Both ACUs are near 50% health. Fortuna is getting healed as Unknown Desire is pushing in here. Nice covering by Unknown Desire of his units. Fortuna is not doing so, but Unknown Desire is focusing down Fortuna's ACU. This might be a draw here, in which case we will replay the match. I don't know. Yeah, this looks like a draw. Which honestly...
Unknown actually went down first, though.
Yeah, which actually, I don't know if you agree with this or not. I think that favored Fortuna there because he was getting pushed back, and as we mentioned earlier, he didn't have the economy to re-expand. But in any case, we are going to rehost and we're going to replay this game. All right, we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere, everybody.
Welcome back, everyone, to this re-game of game number 1. Since our first round ended in a draw, both ACUs detonating. We're here with the East v West, and I'm joining Night of Misfortune. Night, why don't you introduce our players again?
Well, starting with my biased side, of course, representing Team East, it is Fortuna, our red and commander. Looks like he's going to be switching it up for this time. He's going to be popping down 1 air factory and 2 land factories. Very quick, very eco-heavy, or sorry, non-eco-heavy build there. And what's his opponent doing, Spiff?
Over here representing Team West, we got Unknown Desire, who has kind of taken a page out of Fortuna's book from last game, and he has plopped down 3 very quick land factories before filling in his eco. The blue Cybern commander here, I probably should have said as well.
You know, there will absolutely be biased in these casting. I'm not gonna lie, and if you're offended by it, then I guess don't watch. No, please watch. We already have 20 viewers. This is pretty awesome. Thank you guys so much. I'm having fun already, as we actually already played the 4v4 match, but we're not going to spoil that result. We're going to be casting that later, of course, as our game 3. And speaking of that,
I have no idea. I have no idea what happened in that game, so I'm going to be viewing it for the first time, so you guys can at least get that vicariously through me.
There we go. There we go. I'm gonna rely a little more on Spiff for that one, but of course we'll be casting that one. So just wanted to talk about the format here in a little bit. It looks like Fortuna is going to be sending his planes, but we likely have a couple of minutes here before Unknown reaches his base. So the format of this is a best out of 7. Of course, we're going to have 1v1s, 3 1v1s to be precise, played. We're going to have 2 2v2s played, 1 3v3, and 1 4v4. So we're going to cast every match regardless if one of the teams reaches 4. We're still going to cast the rest, and we're still going to have a 7-match stream today. So that's just because a lot of these players, or sorry, all of these players are only playing 1 match. That was actually the condition for this, that there's no repeats. And yeah, so we're going to have 7 matches, different players, so that in order to have every player play for sure and not waste their time today, we're going to have them play regardless. And it looks like there's going to be a meeting here in the center. Unknown Desire is placing down an anti-air factory. I'm thinking this is an overreaction because Fortuna is actually stopping his air production. That point defense goes down very, very quickly. So does a bot. All the tanks for Fortuna are still alive. A little bit of a missed micro by the ACU. Well, that's not really consequential here, as he does a nice job pulling it back. Unknown Desire going to press on. Nice cycling of the tank to the back. I'm not sure if he meant that. Actually, I don't think so, because I think it just made its way back to the front. Nice focus fire by Unknown's ACU on that tank, by the way. I'm not sure if that was on purpose, but I think it might have been.
Unknown's losing a lot of his bots, though.
We're going to have another draw. Oh, man, let's see the reinforcements for Unknown are actually nowhere. Where's Unknown's reinforcements?
I think he shut off his factories.
Oh, no. Well, there might be a structure detonate here. Yeah, Fortuna actually kind of expects it. Gonna pull back. Oh, no, this is going to be another draw. Oh, my God.
Ooh, Fortuna might have just enough hit points.
No,
no,
absolutely not. All right, well, hopefully 3rd time is the charm, guys. We're going to come back in just a second. Jesus Christ. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Groundhog Day. We are in Game 3, but it's really Game 1 of this 1v1. Spiff, please introduce our first player.
Okay, we're going to start over here with Team West this time. We got spawning in as the blue Cybern commander, Unknown Desire, dropping down 2 quick land factories. Not super quick, but pretty quick. Only 1 mass extractor ahead of those factories. And what's going on the other side?
On the other side, we have our red hand commander once again doing a 3-fact build this time. I forget what he did in the first one. I think it was just a 2-fact. It is our hand commander for
the 2-fact PD push.
Yeah, you're right. 3 factories this time around, and you know, this might be another draw, but I'm hoping that 3rd time is the charm. I think this is the most re-games that I've seen in a really long time. And now you guys know why the SCS has a lot of the rules where you don't replay the match. Because this is absolutely ridiculous.
That's fun, though.
It's fun, for sure. I thought Fortuna is actually doing very well. He's playing a very aggressive build, but whereas before he kind of did these wonky aggressive builds with his ACU pushing forward by itself, I think he kind of knows that he can't do that against Unknown Desire. And I know he's been practicing with Alpha Hex, so maybe Alpha Hex gave him some pointers. And he's sticking to his guns here. Oh no, we got some lag. Okay, there we go. Crisis averted. But yeah, both players starting out with a eco kind of build here. Unknown Desire doing a little bit better, I would say. He's doing that typical Cybern build. Of course, on Cybern, it's a little easier to expand with those mass extractors. And we do see the consequences of that already here. And it looks like Unknown is kind of getting annoyed by this now, because he's not pushing out with his bots. He's actually putting them in very defensive positions here.
His factories are placed very defensively as well.
Yeah, and as a Cybern who is facing a very aggressive openings, that's actually the way to go, I think. So we'll see if he even gets Brackman. No, it looks like he's going to be doing the exact same thing. So we're just going to play this over and over again until one of these players is going to mess up their micro. So, yeah, PD once again, same exact build by Fortuna. Same exact build by Unknown Desire. Same exact thing. Oh, wait, actually, no, because there's no air this time. So Unknown doesn't have to build an anti-air factory, so that might actually have a lot of uses. And I don't know, Unknown Desire, I don't think I would be pushing here. This is just another way.
PD's already tipping away at his hell.
Yeah, actually, he's focusing down Fortuna's ACU as well. This is looking a little bit rougher for Wares. Actually, this is much better for Fortuna, I think. And then it kind of turns around. Yeah, both these players are playing.
Both engineers up here, so lots of healing going on.
Both players were pulling their ACUs back. They had enough of this replay. I was expecting Fortuna to go TML, to be completely honest, but I'm glad it isn't.
I was almost expecting that too.
Pausing his, there we go.
Oh yeah, I do that sometimes too, trying to hit BL, build land factory, and yeah. I think, yeah, this point defense is definitely gonna be in range though.
He control case his factory. Nicely done. Yeah, I mean, I don't know why he even tried to build it up there, because yeah, the PD creep is just gonna keep going. Fortuna pausing his land production, and I haven't caught when exactly he started this, but this is already a very long time. He's trying to get a fourth land factory.
It was at least before he built that second PD up front, or that third PD up front, I'm sorry.
Okay, so they've been paused for a while, and that's actually a pretty big deal.
Because he's been putting all of his mass into these point defenses and now this factory.
Yeah, so he's going to be transitioning here into some definite defensive play here in the next couple of seconds. Yeah, shield coming up, because he just does not have enough units to continue pushing this. But this is actually very, very nice, because once again, the way you play a position like this, once you've pushed your opponent right in the face, especially a Cybern opponent, you just get MMLs and you try and pick off their structures. And that's the way to kind of transition into that mid game here.
Sure enough, we got the first MML rolling off the line right now.
And a fourth land factory, if Unknown just did that right away, just went all the way back to his base, I think that would have been a little bit better. Of course, that does open up the opportunity for Fortuna to build another point defense closer up, or that third PD closer up, but I don't think he would have done that, because he was a little low on units and he was so close to his opponent's base. And of course, the advantage of reinforcements when that happens is definitely very, very real. Looks like Unknown is going to be pushing out here. There are point defenses in the back of those two factories, so they're going to be very hard to reach, but there's just not enough units here for Fortuna. And if you micro those bots enough, you can actually dodge point defense fire. Both of those factories are going to go down, and Unknown is looking very nicely set up here.
Yeah, I don't know if Fortuna has forgotten that his factories were paused, or if he really did need all of that mass. But yeah, he's... Like you said, it usually comes down to that one mess up. It looks like that was Fortuna's mess up this time.
Unknown, you can finish this game right now. What are you doing? I mean, yes, this is a sure way to do it, but I mean, he definitely could have won already. And Fortuna knows that he's going to be walking his ACU straight into his opponent's base. And this is a very quick, well, not a very quick, I can't say that after 3 regames. This is a 1-0 lead for our West team, unfortunately. And hallelujah, 30 viewers right now.
Unfortunately, he says. Unfortunately.
Yeah, unfortunately, definitely. I mean, at the end of the day, I think the West is going to fall. I think we need some revenge. So 1-0, West takes the lead for the time.
The bias people.
We'll be back with our second 1v1. Don't go anywhere. If you're still watching, give a thumbs up to this video. If you liked the video, leave a comment. If you loved the video, please subscribe. And if you are blown away by it, check out my Patreon page. This has been Knight. Take care and peace out.